Good evening, students. Today I am taking one of the very important topics, that is personal pronoun. However, there are a number of pronouns I'm not going to discuss, but yes, I'm just giving you example like demonstrative pronouns, five types of demonstrative pronoun: this, these, that, those, such, right? Similarly, there are relative pronoun, all WH words, 9 words, whose, whom, which, and how also come under this. All when these words are used in between the sentence, which is called relative pronoun, right? So then there are number of pronouns, variety of pronoun: reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun. I'm not going to discuss here, but yes, I would like to tell you that pronoun is the word which is used instead of noun, is called pronoun, right? For fan, if you are using it; for cat, if you are using it; for girl, if you are using she or her, or so this she or her are called pronoun, right, which are used instead of noun. Now number of all variety pronouns are different, but why we are here discussing personal pronoun? Because many problem, or we do lot of mistakes in using personal pronoun. For example, very common sentence is that when we say that me and my brother are going to market today, right? So me never comes before the verb. Now, first let me tell you, remind you that common structure of English sentence is that subject, then verb, then object. So verb always plays between the subject and object. And interesting part is that what is subject? Subject is noun or pronoun. And what is object? Object is noun and pronoun. So what is the difference? Why one noun or pronoun is known as subject and another is known as object? Because of position. Because subjective pronoun always plays left hand side of the verb. I told you that verb always comes between the subject and the object in English sentence, right? So subject, for example, Ram eats a mango. So Ram eats a mango. Here Ram is subject, right? And mango is object, and eats or eating is verb, right? So what you must have noticed, I think, why Ram is subject, Ram is noun, and mango is also noun. But why Ram is known as subject? Because subject does something to object. Ram does something to mango, means eating ends with mango. So that is called, so one subject is always doer, which does something to receiver. Another example, for Ram killed Ravan. So Ram and Ravan both are name, means both are noun, but Ram is subject and Ravan is object, because Ram's work ends with Ravan, right? So Ram killed Ravan. Killed is verb, which is placed in between to Ram and Ravan. And who is doing work? Ram is doing action to Ravan. And Ram is doer here and Ravan is receiver. So if you replace the word Ram killed Ravan, for example, and you have to change the noun and you have to use pronouns. So that is, statement will be he for Ram, he killed, and for Ravan, him. It will not be like this, he killed he. No. He comes before the verb because he is doer, and him comes always after the verb because him is object. I gave you, in the beginning, I gave you example, me and my brother are going to market today, right? There is error in this sentence. First of all, me comes after the verb. Always please take care that me, him, these are the words which are always come after the verb, right? Because these are the objective pronoun. So that is why I'm discussing here that you just have to remember, and again if you listen this video, or in coming video I'm using word and I'm going to explain the same. But yes, today you just listen why I'm discussing, because placing of pronoun is very important, right? Some of the pronouns, not some, personal pronoun, if I talk personal pronoun, you just have to remember 7 personal pronoun for subject, and similarly the reflection of all 7 objective pronoun for object, right? So let us start. First of all, before remembering personal pronoun, you just have to remember 3 things. First, that is person. You know that in English there are 3 persons. First person, which start from us, I, और अगर plural है तो we. Second person, you, and plural is also you. And third person, when the person who is not between us, right, is called third person. So third person may be singular, third person may be plural, but yes, for third person you have to imagine for gender also, because you are not able to see him or her. So that he, she, it, these are the third person. So I'm repeating that before using personal pronoun, you just have to take care of 3 things. First is that 3 persons, first person, second person, or third person. Pronoun is first person or second person or third person. Then second thing you just have to take care, that is number, the person singular or plural, right? And third thing you just have to imagine for gender, right? So before deciding appropriate pronoun, you just have to take care of 3 things: person, number, singular or plural, and gender. Gender is, that's a masculine, feminine, or neuter gender. 3 genders, I think you must know about it, right? Now first is, here they have just given first person, second person, and third person, that is given in first column, right? Now number, as I told you that number is singular or plural in singular plural, singular plural, and singular plural, because there are 2 numbers, either singular and 2 or more than are called plural. Now what today I am speaking, listen carefully, I am speaking subjective pronoun. Subjective pronoun means before the verb. So how many subjective personal pronouns are there? Just count. If subjective pronoun is that the first person singular, so who is first person singular? I. And first person plural, we, right? So that is I or we. Then second person singular, you, and second person plural is you, that's a common, right? But third person who is not between us, then we have to imagine, and here gender is important. Then first singular, third person singular, so third person is not I and you, third person is he, because we don't know male or female. In case of I and you, we can see I, no need. Why? Because I am in front of you, you in front of me, right? But then for third person singular, we have to think that whether he for male, she for female, or it for a small baby, toddlers, infants के लिए भी it ही use होता है. So that's a it. Or non-living thing or unanimated thing, it is used for all these things, right? And plural as a common, you don't have to bother for plural, that is a they. So now just count I, we, you, he, she, it and they. These are the 7 personal pronoun. You just have to remember that all these personal pronoun will be placed before the verb or left hand side of the verb. Please take care. Whenever you make sentence, you just have to start sentence if your sentence is being started with pronoun, so that these 7 personal pronouns will be used in the sentence, and sentence will start with all one of these personal pronoun, right? And that was, I'm repeating, that will be placed in the beginning of the sentence, or you can say left hand side of the verb, or you can say that these are the subjective pronoun will be used as subject, right? Now subjective pronoun you can see. Now moving to objective pronoun. So before subjective pronoun and objective pronoun there must be verb, right? I gave you example. Always keep one example in your mind. So that is, what is this? That is called the one example you can take, that's a Ram killed Ravan. So here in case of Ram, so Ram and if you are changing, if replacing Ram with pronoun, so that's a he, and then killed comes between objective pronoun and him, right? Him is known as objective pronoun. So whenever you use objective pronoun, means you just have to write me. For example, if you say that they have scolded me, you can never say that they have scolded I. I is the subject. I would start always in the beginning of the sentence, right? So what you have to say, they have scolded me, right? I have scolded him. So I always come before scolding, means before the verb, right? So please take care that reflection of I after the verb, I becomes me, we becomes us, you is common. You is singular, you is plural, you is subject, you is object. You don't have to do much with you. You is common. Now come to the he becomes him, she becomes her. Again, it is common. It is subject and it is object. Example, it is 4 o'clock, don't touch it, right? So it comes, it is used as a subject, it is used as an object, right? And then they, and they becomes them. Very important thing. I'm repeating the same sentence which has error. Me and my brother are going to market today, right? So in this sentence, correct sentence is that first you have to give importance to your brother. My brother and then I. My brother and I. Why? Because you don't have use verb now. My brother and I are, I will tell you in next session why are is used. My brother and I, because 2 person are there, and that's why will be followed by are. So my brother and I are going to market today. This will be the sentence, right? So my brother and I. Now when me will be used, me will be used when you would say that she has given a book to me, right? Why? Because me comes after the verb. Similarly, all the pronoun will be used. Me, us, you, him, her, it or them always come after the verb. Please take care, right? Now in next slide I am going to tell you possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. Very important, right? Why? Because here with this note I am winding up this session, that That's a yours and your, very much confusing. And many a time, even in third row, you can see that we introduce ourselves with myself so and so, which is thoroughly wrong. Self expression can never be used without subjective pronoun. Here you can see I myself will do, we ourselves will speak, will prepare the chapter, right? You yourself have to complete the project. He himself has to complete the synopsis, right? She herself, it itself, they themselves have to go to receiving their parents, right? Similarly, such kind of sentences, all self, again I'm repeating, all self expressions are cannot be used without subjective pronoun. Means if you are using myself, then before myself you have to use I. How? I'm going to speak in next lecture. Like we ourself, you yourself, he himself, means without I myself cannot be used, without we ourselves cannot be used similarly, right? So thank you so much. I would like to listen you. If you share your query, I would be very happy, and I would like to address it. So thank you so much. All the best.